There are two general legal and philosophical concepts that describes privacy. One is that privacy is the right to be let alone, which protects the individual's personal comfort zone. Another is the right of personal information that needs to be protected. The first concept is easily said than done. In fact, major legal cases shows that courts do not claim that individuals should be completely left alone. It is understood today that no one living in a social setting can expect to be totally left alone in the full sense. In a fundamentally social and cooperative environment like work, privacy in this meaning is impractical and impossible. Courts have in fact concluded many times that individuals must be left alone only in certain very personal decisions, such as those involving family, home life, reproduction, sexuality, and medical treatment. The clearest case of an invasion of privacy occurs when others come to know personal information about people, like when an employee reads your email or accesses your Facebook page. George Brenker has argued that the informational sense of privacy involves a relationship between two parties. Privacy is violated or not by a disclosure of personal information depends on the relationship with the person or persons who come to know the information. My relationship with my bank, for example, would justify that company needing to know my credit rating, while my relationship with my school would not justify them getting that information. On the basis of the Brenkert concept, the nature of the kind of employee-employer relationship will help determine the appropriate boundary between employers and employees, and therefore the decisions and information that should remain rightfully private in the workplace. If employees work totally at will and are fully subject to the demands of employers, it might well be that employees have limited expectation of privacy in the workplace. If there is something more like a contractual model of employment, then legitimately private decisions and information should be protected from employer concern. Employers should not use personal information for any purposes for which employees have not given their consent. So, for example, employers should not sell employee information or use it for any marketing or economic purposes. With regard to sensitive employee information, first, we should require that the information be job relevant and legitimately knowable by the employer. For example, HIV testing and drug testing is necessary to be a lab technician or food technologist, but genetic screening to gather information about medical and health to disqualify people from work is unjustified. Second, to ensure fully voluntary consent, we might also require that employees be given prior notification before any methods of information gathering is used. There is no reason that employees not be fully informed of the uses for such things as blood or urine samples. Therefore, in order to respect employee privacy, the guiding question for acquiring employee information is, has the employee given his or her fully informed and voluntary consent?